and it's canceled. Some gyms, you got to write a letter. You got to send a certified mail. Sometimes they don't get the letter. Sometimes they claim they don't get the letter. So it's hard to cancel these gym memberships. So I'm glad that that they are making it easy for people to cancel their membership, because they making it really hard. They be like, "Oh, you got to write a letter, or you got to do this," and they be like, "What?" They make it really hard for you to cancel their membership. Okay, I know. I think even people had allegations that Tasha K app, it's a hard to cancel Apple Tasha K app. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard. Okay, they said it's a hard time for people to cancel Tasha K app. I heard that. I don't know how true that is. Y'all can press one in the chat if it's hard to cancel our app. Let me know. But that's what I heard. Eric Menendez have been denied parole. Update. Lan Lee also denied parole. Eric Menendez will not be released. The California Parole Board decided to highly anticipate the lengthy hearing Thursday. Court telling that now the contentious push by he and his older sibling to be free after 1989 killing of their parents in their Beverly Hills home. They said right here, they said that they are not free, that they been convicted of life without possibly a parole in 1995. The jury trial and accounts of abusive upbringing of the upscale Beverly Hills home inspired several documentary and television series and drew renewed attention to their case and allegations of sexual abuse against their father. The hearing, Eric Menendez noted that was 36, and the day after his family realized his parents was dead. The killing occurred August 20th, 1989. Today is the day of my victims learned my parents were dead, he said. So today is the anniversary of their trauma journey. Relatives, friends, advocates have described the Menendez brothers as model inmates. But during the hearing Thursday, members of the parole board raised concerns about drug and alcohol use, fights with other inmates, instance in which Eric Menendez was found with contraband cell phone, allegation that he had helped the prison gang in a tax fraud scam in 2013. Menendez testified he obtained a cell phone despite risking discipline because he didn't believe there was a chance of him ever being released. He took the gamble, he said, because he's connected with the outside world as far as greater with the consequence of him getting caught with the phone. Also associated with the gang, he said, for protection. That all changed in 2024. He said when he realized there was a chance being paroled at some point in November of 2024. Now the consequences matter. He told the board that the consequences meant I was destroying my life. LA County Department District Attorney opposed the parole for Eric Menendez during the hearing, arguing he lied to the parole board and minimized his role in the killing during the hearing. When one continued to diminish the responsibility of a crime, continuing to make the same false excuses that made for 30 plus years, one is still the same dangerous persons, that they were still the shotgun their parents, and it's truly reformed, or he's just saying that he wants to be heard. Menendez argued to the board was still at risk society. It should not be released. So again, they was trying, but no, I knew they wasn't gonna get it at all. I know it. Once you up there doing like gangs and bringing contraband phones in there, you're not gonna get out of jail. You just not. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. You just not. Make sure y'all thumbs up. We got a lot of topics to get into. Thumbs up and share this live. See y'all in the chat. Prison is supposed to be about rehabilitation. No, I mean, Tasha K, she crazy. Oh, wow. Y'all talking about Tasha K. They said, dang, Eric said it here. Very true. They don't reply to emails regarding cancellations. I had to jump through hoops to demand my prescription cancel, and still wasn't. I had to change my car. What? Trying to finish cancel for free when I was having an episode yelling to glory to God. What? We had been in prison for years. He probably joined the gang for protection. Yeah, that's what he was saying. He joined the gang for protection. That's what he was saying. He had joined the gang for protection. because it's rough in prison. It's really, really rough in prison. Okay, Tyler posted a photo of drunk Beyonce after people were worried because she got carried out of the event in Brazil. She posted a picture of Beyonce drunk. So she letting everybody know, like, I'm not the only one that had been carried out. Beyonce was drunk at one point. People was just dragging her, calling her a weirdo. She said she's becoming. They said this is tacky. We bring one of our. Why bring one of the biggest musicians in the world into your mess to shut people up? These new artists have no media training. Somebody said for all the trigger fronts, the bottom line is simple: courtesy to involve fellow industry peers into PR issues one is having. Most celebrities, out of respect for each other, handle their own issues without implicating other celebrities. It's about respect. So Beyonce, she posted a picture of Beyonce drunk. Okay. I'm like, I don't know why she brought Beyonce in it, but she posted a picture of Beyonce drunk. Now, for all these people that want to go, that say, hey, I want to go to a cruise. I want to go to a cruise. Well, it was a fight on one of the cruise, on one of the Carnival cruise over food. It was abroad. Like, they were fighting over food. It was terrible. The security had to be called. So y'all be careful going on the Carnival cruise. I heard that Carnival cruise is the ghetto cruise. I heard that Carnival cruise is the ghetto cruise. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. That Carnival cruise is the ghetto cruise. Okay. Now, I want to say it was over food. So let's get into Drake. So Drake was spotted at court in Toronto. I think Drake of course he have a court. I don't know what is the court date is about or what he have to do in the court, but he was spotted at a courthouse in Toronto. So I don't know if I really, really don't know what he was in there for. It was closed. So again, so they spotted the court in Toronto. So I don't know if he's suing or he have to go to court for something. I'm not getting details about that, but he was supported. Okay. And then on here, okay, let's move on from that. Now the situation, I talked about this before, but I'll repeat this again for anybody that's listening to this. Hernandez, Golan, hope I'm saying it right, found not guilty for the Young Dolph murder. He was found not guilty. Many people thought he was gonna be found guilty. He was found not guilty. So the people celebrating. Some people said they can't say that I'm shocked. Some cases I feel should not be the hands of the jury, but the jury found that he was not guilty. Okay, so you said about Drake was at a family court. Okay. Yeah, that's what Drake was at. So we have to keep your prayers for that. Okay, so I want to see right here. Some of these stories I'm not going to cover, but this story I will cover. Joy Reid says she was paid 10% of what some fellow MSNBC hosts made, despite her higher ratings. That world we live in. The course of competency means you're the best person at what you do, Reid told Eddie, related to a conversation she had with a best friend about workplace issues. You know more than everyone else because you have to do more work and more research to get where you are. And some therefore you're the one everyone call, which means she continue that because you are the best at it, you actually work the hardest, do the most hours, work the most overtime, and don't get paid to the amount of work you do. So she was saying that on $3 million for the readout, and they would say other hosts was making 4 or 5 times more than that. And we all know the thing. She was black. They didn't pay her fairly. Her show was canceled. Now she's doing like Don Lemon and Roland Martin. Now she's doing her own YouTube channel, and she up there trying to do all that. So that's what I'm saying. She's trying to get into her own YouTube channel. She's trying to go into get into YouTube and make her money. I'm like, go ahead and make your money on YouTube. And it's best to do it. I feel bad that she lost her job because, again, I didn't watch her on MSNBC. I didn't watch her on MSNBC. I didn't care about watching her on MSNBC. I didn't even watch CNN because the news get a little too much because it's like they talk about Trump, Trump, Trump. Trump is bad, Trump is bad, Trump is bad. I'm like, I'm not really feeling the news, especially around election time. Vote for this person, come here to do this, and then, oh, Trump is evil, and it just gets, it's just a little bit too much. But her show was canceled, and she was one of the ones that was criticizing Trump, and they canceled her show. So now her show is canceled. So when she tried to go and to do her show, you can't do it on MSNBC. Now she goes on YouTube. Let me see if actually on her YouTube and see is her YouTube still up. Let me see. I'm just curious. Let me see. Let me see how many subscribers she got on her YouTube channel. Yeah, she don't get that many views like that on YouTube like that. But she got 254,000 views. She did a video, 23,000. Oh, she don't go live like that. Yeah, she don't go live like that. Don, let me go live more than her. But yeah, it was canceled. It was canceled. Her show was canceled. Oh, Lord. I feel for her. Really, definitely canceled. I haven't watched her channel in years. Yeah, I haven't watched it in years. I've never watched any of her episodes. Well, y'all know Howard Stern is reportedly desperate to regain relevancy. His PR team was behind the quitting rumors, but people still don't care. Not sure. Howard Stern's strategy here seems kind of pathetic. Anyway, given the online speculation, Stern is a closeted cross-dresser. Maybe he should reveal that on September 2nd. Certainly more dignified than the current Hail Mary. He also can admit he wears wigs. Well, apparently he was posted on his show that they're not going to renew his contract. And now people are saying, like, he put the story out there to get people talking about him. But we got to understand, people is not listening to the radio like they used to. People are watching online, TikTok. They're watching Netflix. They're not listening to the radio like that. Especially when you have to go and you have to listen to you have to pay like a monthly fee or a subscriber fee to listen to like the little satellite. Like, come on. Like, it's not even like a lot of people now is on really watching Twitch now. A lot of these Twitch stars are doing incredibly well. Hundreds of thousands of people, sometimes in the case of millions of people watching them. So you really got to get that together, okay? All right. So the one and only we love 50 Cent, but 50 Cent is building a venue in Los Angeles. I mean, not in Los Angeles, in Louisiana, called the G Dome. So he's gonna call it G Dome, and that's gonna be something in Louisiana. Also, they gave him like a tax break in Louisiana. Now people are saying they hope it brings jobs and activities people there to help the crime rate go down. But I'm excited for 50 Cent. I feel like he should definitely do that for Louisiana. Louisiana definitely needs some new stuff because a lot of people go there. Of course, the crime there is high. Louisiana is number 50 in crime, 50 in education. Like, the state of Louisiana is not that good. 50 in education, 50 in crime. And people don't move there like that. They don't. Louisiana have their own issues and their problems. Then you got to worry about a hurricane coming. Then you got to worry about one of the levees breaking. You got to worry about being robbed. Now a lot of the houses they make in Louisiana, in New Orleans, got to be high up because of all the water and stuff. Louisiana, and it's very, very country in Louisiana. Louisiana is very, very country in Louisiana. When you come to, New Orleans, okay. It used to be really, really bad in New Orleans, but a lot of the bad people that moved to, they have moved to like Texas, Chicago, into some parts of Mississippi, but Louisiana definitely not that great when it comes to a whole lot of stuff. Definitely not that great, in my humble opinion. Now, I'm just keeping it real. In my humble opinion. I'm just saying. So y'all know we was covering Lil Nas X. I think we posted 2 stories on my website about Lil Nas X, but apparently he's remaining in custody until his bail hearing next week after the battery of a police officer. Lil Nas X remained behind bars until over the weekend until his bail hearing next week for alleged battery on a police officer. TMZ reports that he have to go before a judge to get a bail set, which won't happen until Monday at least, because other people in front of him in line. The rapper is currently in jail, and the rapper Lil Nas X can't be given a citation release, which usually happens for misdemeanors. Is that is this wasn't a nonviolent offense. On August 21st, footage surfaced of Lil Nas X walking around Venture Boulevard at night in Los Angeles, wearing nothing but cowboy boots and underwear in a bizarre clip. Now we've seen another clip of Lil Nas X. He was butt naked. Lil Nas X was butt naked. And I will say that I'm not going to judge him because I have went outside with no clothes on. So I'm not going to judge him. I just hope that he get the help. I'm hearing that he was broke. I'm hearing that he's about to get dropped from his label. I'm hearing that he was doing drugs with all type of people, and I'm definitely praying for him. Definitely praying for his mom. It was I saw a video clip of his mom, and it's just like, oh my gosh, she's deep as a crackhead. And I'm like, he definitely going through. A lot of people thought he was doing this to go viral. Clearly, he need the help. But my point is, when I saw him pull up, when I saw him walking, I'm like, how did he get from his place all the way to this boulevard, the Venture Boulevard? It's just like maybe his team member probably dropped him off and stuff like that. I'm getting DMs and stuff in my DM about it. And I'm like, it's a mess. And the boots, he had the boots on, he had on white underwear. Did he remove that? And then he was fighting with the cops. I'm like, I ain't doing all that fight with the police. I ain't doing that at all. I ain't gonna be fighting with no cops. And somebody bought the boots like what for $70,000. $70,000. Like, you gotta be crazy. So DJ Academics speaks on his deposition and Tory Lanez Megan Thee Stallion case and its involvement. So in this particular case, Academics speaks on his deposition in the Tory and Meg case. So let's say the deposition Megan Thee Stallion got me in asking me about Tory, Drake, Nicki Minaj, more than their client Megan Thee Stallion. You sure Drake ain't pay you? You sure Nicki ain't paying the blogs? Who is the grand manager? Did Tory send you bread on Cash App? So he's being questioned the same way they're questioning Milagro Grams about in this case. Okay. So in the comments, I was reading the comments, I'm being nosy. So they said he's such a liar and idiot. WC, why would they ask the deposition about Tory about Nicki? It makes no sense. He's just trying to get her fans riled up again. Smile. Yeah, because I'm like, why would they bring up this thing about Nicki Minaj? This DJ, I don't believe none of them is saying until I see the court documents. Because I'm like, why are they bringing up this whole situation with Nikki. I don't understand that. Then he said, hate is a strong word, but I deeply hate this piece of S word. Have nothing to do with the attention seeking Megan, pedo Drake, and corrupt A word Rock Nation. He is trash. Slap the gag on this big bag. Deport him and his mama. I can't stand that fat F word. Yes, all caps. Somebody said he filmed in that position and posted multiple clips online and asked some questions about Nicki and Drake. This has been a mess. Academics shared a clip from Tory and Meg and Rock Nation deposition. Rock Nation lawyer got paid $50 an hour to do this. This has been a mess. This has been a mess. Child. He was opposed for 7 hours, you guys. DJ Academics was opposed for 7 hours. Rock Nation Megan Thee Stallion lawyers DJ Academics questioned DJ Academics about Drake, Nicki Minaj, Tory Lanez to the 7-hour deposition. Lawyers slack exposed. Let me see what they say. I can't play the clip because they would definitely flag you. Anyway, he said the deposition academic revealed that one of Megan's lawyers accidentally shared the lawyer's Slack channel, which showed that they were pressed over the fact that he kept talking. If he won't shut the F up, I am never getting through this. Trying to get off this damn call. That's what he said right then and there. He was in it for a 7-hour documentary. Rock Nation lawyers were asking academics about Drake. Academics shared a clip from Tory Megan Rock Nation deposition. Rock Nation lawyers got paid $15 an hour to do so. Academics revealed he had a plate of food ready like a cookout for a 7-hour Megan Thee Stallion deposition with Rock Nation best and brightest. Academics had a plate of oxtail after being interrogated about Drake and Nicki Minaj during the Megan Thee Stallion and Rock Nation deposition. Then he said, a liar yesterday, a liar today, a liar tomorrow, sorry. They said, why is Megan Thee Stallion and Rock Nation lawyer were arguing with me during the deposition, trying to get me to say, I believe Megan Thee Stallion. WTF. If Shorty told me it was raining outside, I have to go check myself. Too many lies. Just my opinion, though. That's what he said. OMG. They said, why are they asking him about anything online? He's not in a court of law. Clearly, he's shown he don't give a F about lying. Like, let's be real. This was Zoom, not live. Technically, that was not a court of law. He just recorded the deposition. Oh, wow. Y'all already know. They already got Milagro Grams in the deposition. So this is something. 7 hours. Questioning 7 hours. 7 hours. Seven hours. They said 7 hours is a stretch. That's what somebody said. Oh, wow, 7 hours. Lil Nas X mom responds to seeing a video of him being before his OD. It's crazy how her son is a whole star and she's on the streets like she is. She hyped him up at one point in the video, but also shifted to being a mom mode. Her tone and body language changed. Generational change are real, but I digress. Of course, they post the video. We're not going to play the video. It's really, really sad. But said more of Hollyweird needs to be investigated. Seeing a celeb naked in the street is so common now. I'm not surprised. There's nothing normal about this. And I agree. It's sad. Because y'all believe that? It is so sad. Like, to see it like somebody like literally taking their clothes off in Hollywood and being so famous. It's really, really, really sad. But I'm hearing that he got our word. I'm hearing that. And I'm also hearing that he ain't been selling no records. They're about to drop him off his label. I'm hearing that as well. I'm hearing that as well. It's a lot. It's a mess. It's a mess. Um, Trump ally Snoop Dogg is against LGBTQA plus representation in children movies. Speaking of on is giving podcasts, recall watching a Toy Story spinoff, Lightyear, which featured a same-sex kiss with his grandson, who asks on Papa Smoot how she have a baby with a woman and she's a woman. All as I don't come for this S. I came here to watch the goddamn movie, he remarked. Y'all throwing me in the middle of this S that I don't have an answer for. It threw me for a loop. Snoop Dogg went on to say he is frightened to watch movies. Now over fears he might have to acknowledge the existence of LGBTQ plus people in their relationship. He further complained that the completely appropriated kiss was featured in the kids' film, saying these kids, do we have to show that at that age they're going to ask questions? I don't have the answer. The rapper was further complaining about LGBTQA plus LGBTQ plus representation is everywhere. Also prominently appears in adult comedy show Trailer Park Boys, which famously feature a same-sex relationship. This, I want to say it's really it's too much. I don't want my niece or nephews watching movies and it's showing same-sex kiss. I don't want that. I think that's too early for children. I feel like you should wait till they get 18 to bring it up. But in movies, they have it in books, they have it all around. And then I don't think it should be introduced to a person so early, in my humble opinion. That's just what I'm saying. I don't think that you should introduce that to anybody that early. I'm just saying. I don't think you should be used to that early. I'm just saying. Y'all, we praying for Tamar, right? Are y'all praying for Tamar? Well, Tamar was spotted out with Mercedes Harris the night of her incident. Posted below, according to sources, Tamar was spotted with Mercedes leaving V12 the night of her attack. Apparently, he tailed behind Daniva's car as he was driving Tamar back home. Is this a coincidence or a scandal brewing? They're saying that allegedly she got whooped. She got beat. They said that she got drugged. They said that she got Lord have mercy. Let me see what other rumors. They said that fucking Daniva was a part of it. They said that fucking Daniva, set her up. I'm hearing allegedly. Then you go to fucking Daniva page. He's saying, let me go to his page really quickly. Let me go to his page. Where's fucking Daniva page? Fucking Daniva posted on his page. He said, wanted dead or alive for trying to off Tamar. Reward $10,000. He said, please be on the lookout. Suspect is considered armed and dangerous. Fucking Daniva is wanted for possibly sipping something in Tamar's drink, giving her drugs, not being concerned about her well-being, calling her that lady, despite the fact that that's how he speaks to his. That's how he speaks. Being messy, being the S word, running to the internet to tell what's going on tonight, despite the fact that Tamar revealed she was injured first. People saw the video of the two of them together the previous night and started accusing him of doing something. So he only said that he don't know what happened to that lady because he was being accused and everyone was asking, clout chasing, trying to sacrifice Tamar to the Illuminati, stealing Miss Evelyn's, her mother, identity, collecting her Social Security benefits, vandalizing Tamar's vehicle, stealing Tamar's laptop, unreleased music on a hard drive. He also wanted for whatever else, if you could concord between now and close to business on Monday, August 25th, 2025. Fucking Daniva was last spotted in Miami Beach doing some rich people-ish with simultaneously trying to evade the authorities. If you see him, you should call the blogs immediately. That's what he posted on his social media. That's what he posted on his social media, which is crazy. So we're gonna move on from that. And we definitely pray for Tamar. Tamar definitely need our prayers. Whatever happens, something bad happened to her. We definitely praying for her. Definitely praying for Tamar. All right, give me a second. Okay, let me go to. Okay, where else I'm gonna go to? Right here. All right. Make sure y'all say Tamar's always in situations it's someone else's fault. She got beat up. So poor Tamar. People, I hope she didn't get beat up. I really hope that she just slipped and fall or something. I hope she didn't get beat up. But Sean Diddy Combs' request for acquittal or a new trial should be rejected. Prosecutors say Sean Diddy Combs' request for acquittal or new trial should be quickly rejected. Prosecutors said a new court filing with 3 months after the music mogul was convicted of 2 charges related to prostitution. And he finally made public Wednesday, just before midnight. Prosecutors said that there was no legal grounds for the court to grant Combs' request to quash his convictions, that he should be sentenced on October 3rd. Combs, 55, was acquitted on more serious charges of racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking or at his lengthy, high-profile 7-week trial in New York last month. At the time, lead attorney Mark called the verdict a great victory for Sean Combs, but the convictions on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution can jail him up to 20 years under the Mann Act, which outlaws interstate commerce related to prostitution. U.S. District Judge said after the trial, prosecutors will seek to sentence 4 to 5 years behind bars. Combs was denied bail and has remained in jail since the trial. His defense team continued to argue that he should serve no time. In previous legal filing, Combs' lawyer have argued that the Mann Act it violates his First Amendment rights. None of the elements generally used in the Mann Act conviction was present in the case. They argued, including that Combs have no financial motive. Instead, he said he paid to engage as part of swingers lifestyle. The filing said prosecutors have argued that not only was the Mann Act clear and relevant in this case, but there was also overwhelmingly evidence to support the conviction centered on now well-known freak-offs in the hotel right, drug-fused sex parties, and luxury hotels that involve male S-workers. The defendant mastermind every aspect of the freak-off. The prosecutor said in the filing of U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York, he transported escorts across state line to engage in freak-offs for pay. He directed the activities for escorts and victims throughout the freak-offs of his own sexual gratification, and he personally engaged in sexual activity during the freak-offs. The filing said Combs' lawyer did not immediately respond to requests for comment. The case against Combs fell apart in court despite years of efforts by federal prosecutors to build evidence to prove that the trafficking charges. More than 30 prosecution witnesses were called, and while the defense called none. During the trial, the jury was shown video evidence showing him assaulting R&B artist Cassie, a former girlfriend whose real name Katera Vantera, in a Los Angeles hotel hallway in September 2000. In the hallway in 2016. Vantera said in the trial that Combs was angered and that she had decided to leave the freak-offs. I personally think he should just get 1 year and just get time served. Me honestly, that's just my personal opinion. I don't think he should get no more than that. I think he could just get 1 year time served. Okay, that's in my humble opinion. I don't think he should get no more than 1 year. I'm just saying. I want to hear from all the other celebrities who also there in attendance that have been quiet AF. That's true. They have been very quiet. All right. So this is about my hometown. Okay. Trump says Chicago is next for the crackdown. Said beautiful African American women wearing red hats told him to come to Chicago. Trump says Chicago next up for federal crime crackdown. President Trump said Friday that Chicago will be the next city that its administration targets for a federal crackdown on crime and suggested a longer and more intense campaign in the nation capital. We're straightening that one out. Probably next, and we'll be the next one after this. Trump said from the Oval Office, think Chicago will be our next, and then it will help New York. The president have credit federal takeover Washington D.C. police force and deployment of the National Guard. We're driving down crime in the city, touching a week-long stretch without any murders as a miracle, despite the fact that there was weeks have occurred in D.C. multiple times so far this year, be a process alleged to unnerve a city residents. More than 1,900 National Guard troops was from multiple states, including D.C., West Virginia, South Carolina, Mississippi, Ohio, Louisiana, Tennessee guards have been mobilized in D.C. as of Thursday, according to the Joint Task Force D.C. Trump also took aim at D.C. mayor and threatened to do more than just seize control of the police force if she did get her act straight. I'm just tired of I'm just tired of listening to these people say how safe it was before we got there. It was unsafe. It was horrible. And the mayor of D.C. better get her act together straight, or she won't be mayor very long, because we'll take it over with the federal government running like it's supposed to be run. Trump said. Trump dismissed polling that showed most city residents disapprove of the deployment of federal troops, calling it fake news and claiming that residents of Chicago and cities are claiming for a similar law enforcement crackdown where they live. They're wearing red hats. African-American ladies, beautiful ladies, are saying, please, President Trump, come to Chicago, Trump said. He attacked Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson as incompetent, claiming that the city have grown dangerous on his watch and vowing to use federal government to intervene. When we're ready, we'll go in. We'll straighten out Chicago just like we did D.C. Now, mind you, they're in D.C. And they said it was nobody was off like for a whole week. They pulling guns off the street and everything else. They're definitely coming. So like they definitely have a whole lot of stuff to say. They said they're going at people's cars and searching at night. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I'm just saying. It's sad. Well, when you have crime, do you get the president a door to open it up to bring federal people there? Pinky Cole and Tammy at the latest group event at the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So y'all already know, now they have Pinky Cole. Y'all already know Pinky Cole is definitely was she the one that got the little got the what do they call that? She got a restaurant. Don't she got a restaurant? No, she owned the restaurant chain. In case she missed it, Crystal and Sylvia to discuss rumors of K. Michelle and Pinky Cole joining. They also discussed rumors of Tammy. That's Waka Flocka X. And they also got Ludacris' wife joining. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, she owned a Slutty Vegan franchise. This is good. I'm glad it's some new stuff, new blood. I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm glad and I'm happy. Yeah, Slutty Vegan's a restaurant. I know she owned it back now because at one point she didn't own it. All right, she gave it to somebody else, and then now she got ownership back of the restaurant. All right, Dolce pulls out of 3 festivals this weekend. Dolce said, unfortunately, Dolce will no longer be able to perform at All Points East on Saturday, August 23rd. We'd like to apologize for any disappointment for fans and hope to welcome Dolce to All Points East in the future. She canceled of another festival. We don't know what's going on with Dolce. We don't know if Dolce pregnant. We don't know. We don't know. She was getting all the support. She was getting all the support from the fans. Everybody was watching her. Everybody was checking her out. And now she ain't doing no festival. So we just pray. She's probably pregnant. I won't put that back. She's probably pregnant. She probably pregnant. Okay, now the real deal Drake signed with UMG exposed. So according to the streets here, Drake signed a 360 deal, and where they get Universal Music Group has invested $100 million into Drake, including longstanding and critical financial support for his recording career, purchase and ownership of the bulk of his recording catalog, and the purchase of his music publishing rights. They said the purchase of the bulk of his recording catalog and purchase of his publishing, he will never touch his masters ever again. They threw him a deal that Prince and was warning everybody about. He took it and going to have to change his artist name. Oh my God. So they say that he signed a bad deal. A bad deal. They said a $400 million check Drake has been bragging about was for publishing. He signed a deal similar to what Kanye West did multiple times with the same company, UMG. Notably, Jay-Z instead purchased his music back from the same company, UMG. See, I Got the Keys, verse 1. And see, he should have bought back his rights of his music. Let's say he signed a 360. Selling and publishing doesn't mean he gave UMG equity in his brand or touring. That's what some people are saying. They said thought Lil Wayne owned his publishing. They said Wayne doesn't own anything anymore. He sold all his music right. He had to UMG, including Drake, Nicki, and anyone else on the YM, including his own music. Oh my gosh. Now, oh snap. Let me read this story. The girls Chloe are trying to appeal to the international audience because Black American fans don't support. They said the girls are trying to appeal to international audience because Black Americans who hold the power choose not to support them. So let me see this video that she's doing. So she posted a video, like Jamaican video, like and because people are not supporting her. Again, at one point, we let me say this: we support them if they just get back together, Chloe and Halle. We support that. They should have never broken up. I don't understand. Let me say this really quickly. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video, thumbs up the video, thumbs up the video, share, thumbs up. So we'll get into this Donati. I don't understand. And I'm just saying this. They should have easily stayed together as a group. Because as a group, they were doing good. There was no need for them to break up. There was no need. It was stupid for them to break up. Her music by herself, not that great. But music together with her sister, they sounded like heaven. They sounded good. So I don't understand why did they have to break up? It didn't make sense. They weren't even in business long enough. They should have stayed together. Let me see if I can leave for a voice note. Let me see if I can leave her voice note. No, I'm not about to pay being on Twitter, paying for no Twitter stuff. They always trying to, yeah, they signed to Beyonce. Let me see if I can leave her voice note. Let me see if I can send her voice note. Hey, Chloe, I see that you're trying to get to the Jamaican fan base, the Trinidad fan base, but you need to go back with your sister. You and your sister was great together. Go back to your sister and y'all do the song. Chloe and Halle do a song together because doing it by yourself, you're struggling by yourself. And I'm saying this out of love because I love you and I love your sister. I remember you you know, you was playing with your sister, y'all were doing good. But go back with your sister. Your sister, she need help. She got the DDG baby. She's acting weird and stupid. So go back with your sister. I'm saying this out of love. Now you probably gonna block me. But just know, I'm telling you the truth. Go back to your sister right now, and you would do a better job with your sister instead of you being a solo artist. You are not Beyonce. You are Chloe. And go back with your sister Halle and get it together. Go back with your sister. I'm just saying. Now, hey, y'all. So, Dani is out of jail. So, we prayed for Dani. We knew once Dani got out of jail, he was going to drag some people. So I go and I listen to him coming out. He went on a YouTube channel. And I went over there and I listened. He dragged AT2, said AT2 ball views, and he said he got into a fight in the jail. He said they chipped his tooth. He said he was a Mason. He said he read the 40 Laws of Power. He said that, what else did he say? He said that he read so many self-help books. He said that the gangs was trying to get him. He said that people was actually having sex in the jail with the stuff, so all that. Then she was like, well, you know, AT2, they was making videos about it. You know, skip him. He was buying views. He was talking about my family and all this. So I'm like, here he go. Then when he got to me, I was listening to him and I was like, minding my business. I'm listening. I'm just listening. Wiley is this. Wiley is that. He did this. He did that. He's a liar. He's trying to get in my algorithm. He's trying to let the people. I'm like, what? I was genuinely concerned, and we prayed that he get a release date. And we prayed for him. And I've said on this show that it was not right to have a $250,000 bail. That's wrong. But apparently he was saying some stuff about me and dragging me and saying all these type of stuff about Wiley. It doesn't bother me because I knew he was going to come out doing that. I didn't think he needed to be with a $250,000 bond. No. Then she was like, he said that he had a dream. He had a dream about you. And I'm like, this lady is a fan. Clock that T. Clock that T. She was like, clock that T. She was literally watching it. She was literally watching the show. And I'm like, oh, she must be a fan. Because she watching the show. She tuned into the show. She must be a fan. And so then he said, I'm going to go on. I posted on my Discord. He told somebody to post on his Discord about the situation. So he posted on the Discord. He said he's a changed man. And I said, well, we shall see. If he was a changed man, he wouldn't have came out dragging people. If he was a changed man, he wouldn't come out dragging people. Okay, they didn't talk about his family. See, Wiley, you tried to do right by him. Now he's dragging you. Yeah, he's dragging me in. That's okay. It doesn't bother me because I did the right Christian thing to do was to pray. Because I felt that it was wrong to have him in there for a $250,000 bill. Now he did say he knew he was going to jail. He knew he had a warrant. So he said he turned himself in because he said he knew that was going to happen. Okay. They said, Wiley, he should have went to your school. How you acted when you came out. Yeah, I came out a changed man. I was in there longer and I didn't rush to go on the internet. I didn't drag these people. I really came out as a changed man. It changed my life. It changed the way I think. But when he came out, he kept dragging people. And apparently, he still got some beef with AT2. He said he still got some beef with AT2. And I'm like, what is the beef? He feels as though he said that AT2 buys subscribers and that he tried to grow on his page, but he's actually buying subscribers. So I'm listening to this man, and I'm like, really, really crazy. Then he said some stuff about me and my grandmother. Of course, I'm like, dude, you just got out of jail. You should be appreciative to people that have prayed for you, that really want to see you out and not in shackles, because I understand how it is to be under shackles. But then he said he got it. So I'm like, first of all, I would have never, ever go into general population in no jail. I'm going to be in there with the mentally ill people where they have to watch us 24/7. You ain't going to see me going in there into no general population. Not going to happen because it's dangerous. I remember when I was in the jail and I was sitting there every other day. It was posted in the com like a cold red. I mean, it's a fight. And so I'm like, I'm so glad I ain't going to that. And the unit I was in, and I was in my bunk, it was about a couple of altercations, maybe about 2 or 3 since I've been there, but it was much safer than general population. It was much safer than general population. So a lot of people, and then there was some of where's all the support for Dani's people? Where's the people at supporting him? And yeah, but I pray for him, and God worked things out to get him out. Now he said that he went to, give me a second. I want to make sure I open up the phone lines if anybody want to call in about this, y'all can. And she was like, well, I thought you was real cool with Wiley. I'm like, what? Just because I said I had a dream? I'm like, this lady is a fan. She is listening to the Wiley show. And people were just talking about it. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay. She must be a fan. So I dropped the link if anybody want to come on here. Hold on, let me just give me a quick second. He said he's trying to get in my algorithm. He's trying to get out. You don't own no algorithm, you queen. You don't own no algorithm. You don't own it. So for you to say he's trying to get my algorithm, that doesn't make sense. You can literally get on here and put anybody you want to talk about, all this stuff like that. You ain't nobody putting your name, you queen. He's trying to get him out of it. He's trying to get him out. You don't control this. You don't control these YouTube streets. You don't. You really, really don't. And the deal that they gave him, they would have gave him that originally. He could have just been took that deal, but he was up there trying to represent himself. He was up there trying to beat up the prosecutor, argue the prosecutor. I think he called him P-word boy, and then it was altercation outside of the courthouse. I'm like, you were doing all that for what? Now you saying because you read some self-help book that now you saying you reading some self-help book and that you ain't with the drama and the mess, stuff like that. Then you start cuss people out. Cuss people out. He said y'all took out the page, she couldn't monetize. I'm listening to him talk. And I'm saying, yeah, like it is sad that he lost his channels, but you was on a little bit too much. When he brought, and this is something, you guys, when he brought AT2 family and he posted, he screen shared AT2 family. When he screen shared the family, I said that was a mess. When he screen shared, he started talking about the family. That was a mess right there, and I wasn't with that at all. And then he said he's going on a cleanse, and I'm like, I'm going on a 60-day cleanse starting September 1st because we need to do this cleanse. Okay? These are the cleanse. So he was talking about that, how he was a Freemason, and that he read the Power book. Is it 30 Ways of Power, The Art of War? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see the name of that book. The 48 Laws of Power. Thank you. Because I'm about to say, what he was just reading a book. And I'm like, okay, all right. So, and I'm like, then he kept talking. He kept talking. And that's what I knew then. I was like, I have a whole lot of stuff to say. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey Wiley, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
I am doing fabulous on this Saturday. Thank you for going live tonight. So just a couple of things and then I'll let you go. I'll go back into the bushes. As far as Lil Nas X, I feel like a lot of people that are like, especially a lot of men. Hold on one second. Hold on.
Okay. We are live, y'all. The number is 972-674-9462.
Hey, I'm sorry about that. Anyway, I feel like a lot of guys that I feel like a lot of guys be crashing out when they're, how can I say this? Like men from LGBT like community or whatever, gay men, I guess. Like I feel like they always kind of go through like that type of crash out, and I don't know if it's because of his lifestyle, like not being like, this is no disrespect because it's really no disrespect. I'm not, you know, the homo and then the phobic or whatever. I'm not none of that or anything, but it's like I be feeling like a lot of gay men crashes out like that all the time, and I'll be wondering like, what is going on? Because you know, when it's the same on same, it's already looked at as unnatural because that's just not how the world like operate in a sense. So it's like I wonder if it's like if he just need like a mental cleanse. Like, do he just need a reset on his brain? You know, like yeah, the fame and stuff could have possibly gotten to him, but I feel like when you live in your lifestyle a certain way, and then you really don't have like any type of spiritual connection to nothing, not like God, Christianity, you don't have like any type of like connection with the spirit world. I just feel like that's just, it's bound for somebody to crash out. Like you have your lifestyle, then you have the industry, which is like corrupt within itself. Then you have like just caring for your family, which I feel like you probably really don't want to care for them because of, I'm pretty sure if you had a drug addicted mom, I'm pretty sure your childhood wasn't that great, you know? But I honestly was one of those people that thought that Lil Nas X was pretending because he has a song that's about to come out with Lil Jon. But when Armand Wiggins said that he got booty naked, I was like, oh, well, maybe he is for real. Like, I don't know. I just feel like ever since he did that whole demonic stuff with that whole devil music video, that whole Satan blood, I feel like he just mentally, I just feel like he hasn't been right since, because Lil Nas X was dropping some really great music after that country record. But I feel like it has a lot to do with just his lifestyle. Like, when you live in that lifestyle, it's really important that you're like bound, like you're grounded with God, and that you have a relationship with God. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this is a conversation for Station here, but I don't know. I see a lot of men crashing out like that, especially when they're like in that community. Like, I don't know if they just be trying to figure, I don't know if he feels right in his body or do he feel like somebody else. But typically people that people, I don't know, people that's normally part of that community kind of like crash out. I don't know. I hope I'm not being problematic. I'm not trying to troll or nothing. I'm just trying to like, what are you crashing out for? Like, you literally caused this yourself. You came into the industry trolling. So, of course, people are going to have, like, a nasty taste in their mouth when it comes to Lil Nas X because you playing with people's religion, and people don't play about that. As far as Tamar goes, this is another reason why I'm selective with hanging out with gay men. Like, you have to be a certain type of gay man for me to hang around, because look how Funky Daniva is carrying on. How is this your friend? How is this your friend or your associate? Because I mean, I don't know how anybody else operate, but I ain't going out to dinner or party with nobody that I don't consider them a friend. Like, why would I be drinking and eating and carrying on? We all in the same car together, and I'm not really cool with you like that. That's weird. So for him to be acting like this and playing into the narrative of what could have happened, the conspiracy theories, I feel like that's very, very tacky. It's very, very suspicious. It doesn't give like I'm a good person. It gives I'm not a good person. Like, it just doesn't make sense, because I feel like if the shoe was on the other foot and my associate or my friend said that she almost had like a life, like a death experience, I'm not going to be online trolling about it. Like, I'm not even going to talk about it. You know, I'm not going to be like, well, that lady and this and that. No, stay on that. Like, that's weird. So I wouldn't trust a drink or a soup around Funky Daniva. So that's what I have to say about him. As far as Dani, you know, her shows are extremely long and she really don't talk about nothing. But I do appreciate that she did give you a shout out on her show. It's one of her 5 or 6 hour shows, so I'm, you know, whatever. But I'm glad that a lot of content creators are now saying your name and giving you props or telling people to go check your show out. So I like that about Dani. I like the fact that she's not kind of following what everybody else be doing, acting like they don't see you. So I like that about Dani. As far as the not going off on Dani, calling her a robot and saying she's an informant, she's not. I don't think she's a robot, and I damn sure don't think she's an informant. She's just a person that buys the transcripts and literally reads them and then give her opinion about it. But I don't think she's a robot. The Knot is definitely showing signs of mental illness, which we all been saying that. I think it's like bipolar, maybe schizo a little bit, but he's definitely giving that. Him coming out and going off, like, that wasn't surprising. We all called it. We've been saying it for the longest. As far as him talking about he about to be a changed person, no, he not. He always say that, and then he still take the bait and be right back swinging. As far as like AT2 and Dani, I'm sorry. If I was Dani, I'll be on his neck too. Because we got to keep in mind, AT2 then already admitted on Storm Show that he talked about the Knot family first. He even said it on his own show that he talked about the Knot family. Is it really doxing if you got your family online and somebody so happily to find your Instagram or your Facebook and post old pictures that you posted? No, I don't really think it's doxing. I mean, you can't tell me if you saying my mama ugly and I know my mama ain't ugly, I'm gonna look for your mama and I'm like, how you gonna call my mama ugly when your mama look like this? Like, don't talk about nobody's family if you don't want nobody to talk about your family. Like, he shouldn't have said, AT2 shouldn't have never called the Knot family ugly. Why are you saying that you're gonna be crying about somebody putting up pictures of your family? Don't talk about nobody's family first, and you don't got to worry about nobody retaliating. You know what I'm saying? Like, content creators, audience members, people got that bad talking about people's family members when they have nothing to do with it at all. I don't only like when people talk about your family members because that don't have nothing to do with them. I don't like when none of them do that, because those people that are not content creators cannot defend themselves. So don't call nobody mama ugly if you don't want nobody going in on you and your whole entire bloodline. That's what I have to say about that. AT2, he sure is quiet. Now that the night came out, he ain't popping his ashy eczema lips. He acting like he don't see the night, but was talking about the night damn near damn near the whole month. Now he want to act like he don't see him. I can't really say nothing about Storm, because Storm did his little one step and moved on. But AT2 was really dragging it. For him not to be saying nothing is funny. It proves my point that he's a Karen. He likes paying the villain and the victim at the same time. I still haven't forgot when AT2 posted that man location and was talking about he about to ride down there, who all with him, and then later on he deleted it. So I feel like Dani has every right to still come after AT2. But I hope they just keep it over the internet and they don't actually like meet up for real. But that's all I had to say. I'm not gonna hold up the line because I'm pretty sure other people have to call in. But I hope Lil Nas get the help that he needs. I hope Dani get the help that he needs. Hopefully he'll I don't know, child. He kind of stuck in his ways, but yeah. Anyway, they a hot mess, and that's what I have to say. Thank you, Wiley.
Thank you so very much for calling in.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye. The number is on the screen here, 972-674-9462. Okay, we have somebody that called in. Let me call them back. Hello? Okay. We called them back, so hopefully they'll call back in. Regardless of what people say when it comes to AT2 and Dani, I don't want it to turn out to be like that situation that happened in Vegas. If you all remember, these two YouTubers, they were arguing on the internet, and the black YouTuber and his wife was on the strip. And so the Mexican was in the car, was like, I heard my favorite YouTuber, my biggest fan is in, Manny. It's Manny. Like, I heard my biggest YouTuber fan, my biggest fan is here. So he was going through all the hotels trying to find him. And he seen him on the strip, pulled out his pow them on the strip. They lost their life on the strip. Manny deleted Fanny and his wife on the strip. And I immediately was like, wow. And the news talked about it. I was featured on the news because I made a statement. And that husband and wife is gone all because YouTube beef. Now, mind you, neither one of them had 100,000 subscribers, 40,000 subscribers, 20,000 subscribers. They had under 10,000 subscribers. They were small YouTubers. And it was so sad. And it happened on the strip, and they were talking about it. And anybody that lives in Vegas, I live in Vegas, that was on the news shop. Anytime I came to the courthouse, the news, it would be packed with the news people. It would be packed with the news people. It was really, 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 really sad. So I don't want that situation to ever happen again. That's how I'll be like, you gotta be careful with all that beef. And that's how I be saying in the beef sector, you gotta be careful with all that beef. And I remember I used to be a part of the beef sector. And it used to be rough. People was pulling up to people's churches. Pulling up to people's churches. So you have to be very careful. So when you come around and you do all this type of stuff, you have to be very, very careful because it can get really rough really fast. Really rough really fast. So it's just crazy because I remember on Bingo, and it's even rough on Bingo. They be pulling up to people's houses, fighting, contacting people, apartment complex, doing all type of crazy stuff in the B sector. Oh, Bingo. They be doing all type of crazy stuff. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. Got to be careful. It's sad, so I don't want to see it in there with that because there's so much stuff that you can talk about, and we talk about this because it's a trending topic, and he's out and he's talking about it, and I'm like, okay, let me go ahead on it and bring it up on the channel and stuff like that. He was mentioning AT2, and I was like, okay, hope it don't end up like it was before. But everybody was looking for him to respond. Listen, he responded and he said these people's name. Of course, he was dragging me. He was dragging AT2. He was dragging Dani Roberston. And Dani Roberston, all she does is report on cases. That's all she does. She get on her show and she report on cases. She report on situations that people can't handle it. People can't handle it. It's crazy. So the only way he can respond to this, because he don't have a YouTube channel, because I think his YouTube channels are down, is Twitch. That's only how he can respond. I just hope one day she truly gets help and she needs her life stay extremely chaotic. Also wonder how her son is. Are you talking about Tamar? And we definitely praying for Tamar. We definitely praying for Tamar. She followed me on Twitter, so I can respond to her. Give me a second. It's sad. Definitely praying for her. Let me see if she still follows me on Twitter. While I'm on here, let me see. Because she was following me at one point. Oh, she still follow me. Yeah. She still following me on Twitter. I'm happy. What was the last time I responded to her on here? This was back in 2023. No, this was back in 2013. Wow. I said something about her in the Scorpion show, and she responded to me and she was like, please don't say things like that. It's not the truth. I said, okay, I'm so sorry. I won't say that again. And she said, thank you. That was the last time we spoke. That was the last time we spoke on Twitter. Because I interviewed her sister. I interviewed Trina. And I tried to get Tracy on the show. May she rest in peace. And due to schedule issues, we couldn't get her on the show because I was a big fan, still a big fan of Braxton Family Values. That's what it was called back in the day. Braxton Family Values. All right, so we'll keep y'all updated on all this stuff. I am definitely praying for that. Y'all got the update on that. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in. But I want to ask y'all, should AT2 respond to the knot? Should he respond? should he respond to AT? Should AT2 respond to deny? Or you think he should just pay it? Okay, let me know in the chat. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in. We're gonna bring this to the close. I want y'all to watch the replay. Because then I came out swinging. He said, no, no one should respond to why y'all keep calling that man that? His name is Denied. And I'm gagging because when Danny girl called, she called the cops. She had called the sheriff department. She didn't call the cops. She called the sheriff department to get up there. She was like, is he going to get that blue jacket back? Is he going to get that blue jacket back? I'm like, what? I'm like, and then it was asking him about his blue jacket. He was like, yeah, the blue jacket. Definitely gonna have a blue jacket because the blue jacket is legendary. I'm like, when she said that, is he gonna get that blue jacket back? I was like, oh my God, why is you being messy on the people with that blue jacket? I'm like, wait a minute. Hey, Miss Barbara.
Hey, Wiley. I say it sad like you said
it. So he's back free. Deny is out.
Nobody cares about that troll. I came on to talk about Tamar Braxton.
Okay.
I told y'all, in my opinion, she was assaulted.
You think so?
Not only that, I seriously think that she was violated sexually also.
I don't know about that, but that's what you said.
The reason why I say is because she said she could barely walk. And then she woke up with no teeth. That's somebody punching you. Okay? And then you could barely walk. That's somebody twisting your legs all kinds of ways. Which way? When you drinking alcohol, that's a world of a drug. That alcohol could be very deep and could get you in a whole lot of deep trouble. And plus, you could wake up not knowing what happened.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that's what you're saying about that. But me personally, whatever happened to Tamar, we're definitely praying for her. Definitely when fucking Aniva said what he said about her, I felt it's quite weird. Something happened. But you got to be careful who your friends are. I will never forget it. We had a meet and greet in Vegas, and one of the subscribers got really, really drunk. And they so-called friend was like, "Well, I gotta go because I gotta go get some pen." I'm like, "You're not gonna be concerned about your friend because your friend is drunk. You're not gonna wait until your friend get back to their room, okay?" And then when I finally got him back to his room, liquor bottles was everywhere. I'm like, it's just a mess. And I finally got him back in his room so he can get back in his room. I'm like, it's just literally a mess. You like, I don't understand. Like, if you have a friend, shouldn't your friend make sure that you get back to your room safely? But these people these days, they just drop you off. They be like, okay, girl, this is your business. Let's just say Tamar could have been drunk and she slipped and fell. I don't think that she was beat or anything like that. I think she was drunk and she slipped and fell.
Well, you out of your mind, because let me tell you something. She couldn't walk. Okay, she couldn't walk. Her teeth was knocked out. That's a blunt hit. And then her nose was damaged. Come on, Wiley. Come on now.
Because I don't think that fucking that even is her real friend. You got industry friends, you got real friend, and I don't think that's real friend. I just think they like hangout buddies. But we're definitely prayerful because when that happened, I'm like, she had a fractured nose. Somebody saying a fractured nose, and then one of her teeth was broken. And I know she wanted Dr. Heffley's number to get her teeth fixed. We don't see any pictures. Let me go to my Instagram to see that she posts any pictures.
Funky Dineva eyes look like 2 Oreo cookies. Okay, the next day, nobody wanted to hear about no food that his man was scraping up the cook. Nobody wanted to hear that lie. And him talking about, I did eat an edible. I did eat an edible. Child, you took, in my opinion, looked like you took two totes off the crack stem. He looked terrible. Talking about that lady. He was jealous. And Tasha K pulled out a good point. How she pulled out how envious and jealous he was looking at her. Because when you look at them entering the club, he looks very, very, very envious that everyone was greeting Tamar like it was her birthday, like she was a star. He was walking behind them. He didn't appreciate none of that. So I really feel like, being that she not with Vince with sense no more, she's around riffraffs and gutter rats and getting taken advantage of.
All right. That's your point about that. So again, you're blaming. It's saying to me that you're blaming fucking Aniva a little bit.
Of course, because he knows that Tamar is vulnerable, and she's a superstar. She's supposed to be out there like that.
Oh, let me see if we got a caller. Hey, Jada. Jada.
Okay, I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I'm just calling. I'm calling back.
Okay.
To piggyback off of Miss Barbara. Yes, I feel like that's something else that a lot of people are not talking about is the video. Because when she said something about the video, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. Like, it was his birthday, and they was only going out because of his birthday. But when they went to the spot, it was almost like they were celebrating Tamar. And he did look like the help or the straggler. She did try to attempt to hold his hand, but because of the entryway being kind of small, you know how sometimes when you walk in a line of, like, side by side, but it's like three of y'all instead of two, eventually one of them would have to start walking behind. And he did walk behind her like a little bit, but then after a while you kind of see that, like, he kind of disappears in the back. But I did notice, like, the promoter was trying to get Funky Dineva, like, hype. And I just felt like he looked so out of place. He looked as if he didn't want to be there. And I just felt like maybe there was some enviness there, because it's like, it's my birthday and they're celebrating you like it's your thing. Did you invite me because you wanted to show off? You know how weird people be thinking sometimes, So I feel like maybe there is like some theory to that. I wasn't thinking that Tamar got SA'd or anything. I was thinking like she had like a really wild night, and maybe the people who she was around was not being good people, as far as, yeah, we grown people do what they want to do, but at the same time, in the world that we live in, things happen all the time, and things can be prevented if there is someone being a real person, just making sure that the people who you roll with got in their hotel or in their house safely. But I hope that an SA situation didn't happen. People on the street saying that she was out with Mandisi and Gandy told her, but so I just wish that if Tamar is not going to tell us what happened, then, like, let's stop with the subliminal post. Let's stop with the posting of you saying that you're going to overcome this, because it is making Funky Dineva look a certain way. But at the same time, it's like, girl, if you're gonna tell the general public what's going on, or you not? And if not, like, let's kind of move on. So let's just move on. That's what I have to say. But okay, I'm gonna turn back down into the bushes so other people can have a chance to have the floor. But I really didn't think it was SA, but I mean, it could be plausible. You just never know.
Wiley, I'm looking.
Okay, Ms. Barbara, Hold on 1 second, Ms. Barker. She won't be able to hear you. Go ahead, call. You something else you want to add, Jada?
No, that was it. But I was just calling back to talk about the video because yeah, he did look pretty awkward, and I mean it was not like it was a picture; it was a video. So it's like you can see, you can. It's not like you can make up a story because pictures can say 1,000 words, but a video can't. He clearly looked awkward. He clearly looked like he didn't want to be there. He looked like he was out of place. And I can see someone feeling some type of way that it's my birthday and here we are celebrating you, but you have me out here in this spot as if we was coming to celebrate me, but it was really coming to celebrate you. So what type of mess you on? So if I was a weird person, I could see somebody thinking that way and probably maybe getting to the point of being extra petty and probably putting a little Bill Cosby in their stuff. Or he's seeing somebody do something sneaky to a drink and he turned the other face, turning away as like, oh, she grown.
Yeah.
So I could see Funky Dineva doing some stuff like that. But I'm gonna jump back down in the bushes, and I'm glad Claudia didn't go back and did a project with him because something about Funky is just not right.
I heard that. Well, thank you so very much for calling in.
Thank you, Wiley. Jumping back down. Bye.
Okay, now.
Wiley, I gotta give Tasha K 100% credit on peeping that video, his demeanor in that video, because I wasn't really noticing it until she pointed out. And being that she pointed it out, you could just read how everything she said was 100. Funky Dineva is so obvious. His expressions he's looking evil towards Tamar, jealous towards her. It's really pathetic, the evil eyes he's giving her in that video. And this thing about Medicis, if that's true, then I'm thinking that somebody assaulted her because they didn't want things to be told, and she was going to expose stuff.
All right. Well, we thank you, Ms. Barbara, for coming on.
Well, thank you for having me, Wiley. Throw me off.
Okay. Also, to you guys, I did I was watching Jussie Smollett documentary, and it was good. It was good because at first I'm like, oh, he did that. I didn't know towards the end. Can y'all say towards the end? They presented 2 witnesses that testified that it was a white dude. So I'm like, maybe Jussie Smollett was telling the truth. Now I was one of the ones believing into the police, their narratives, and then towards the end of the documentary, they was getting into 2 witnesses that testified, said they saw 2 white men, not the African brothers. Then it was on one part of the security tape or the security surveillance that they had erased like 5 seconds of it, and she was like, "I need the 5 seconds of it." He paid the brothers for a workout, and it was in the memo of the check. So I suggest all y'all go watch the documentary. Go watch the documentary right after this live. Go check out that documentary. I was like, what? I was like, what? I said, this is really entertaining. And I'm like, maybe he was telling the truth all along. But I said, y'all should go and listen to it and stuff like that, because you can't really believe what these police officers be saying because you can't trust it. Because Eddie Johnson got fired because he lied and said that he had a medical emergency. He lied on the phone and he had got called slumped over. So I'm like, what? Maybe it's the truth. Maybe Jussie Smollett was telling the truth all along. Then they were saying that with the brothers, they say you can get it expunged. Like they were talking about expungement, they were talking about all this other stuff. So you just never know. Hello? J.O.? You live? J.O.? I can't hear you. You got to connect to your device. You there? Okay. He said 1 second. All right. Let me get it. So I was watching. I said, what? They said, sorry, Wiley, I am not watching that documentary. I don't care. I don't care enough to watch, but I appreciate your perspective on the documentary, though. Yes, I watched it. And I think everybody should watch it. While we still talking about Jesse, that whole situation is tired, and I really don't want to hear about him anymore. Well, I watched it. And the police, they had a whole narrative. They didn't even go look for the white dude. And they tried to tell one of the witnesses was like, I'm telling you, dude, were white. They wasn't black. They was really trying to force him to say that it was black dudes. He was like, no, they were white. They were pale white. They were white. It was two. It was a white lady with a dog, and it was a black security guard. Right in there. See, that's why y'all got to watch the documentary. Y'all got to watch the documentary. Y'all was so caught up with what the police said and not giving it a short. I didn't even know that it was a white lady with a dog. When she was walking her dog, she saw the white man in the mask, white, and then the black security guard saw two white dudes with masks on running away from the scene. But I watched the documentary. And it was a good documentary. I might watch it again. It was a good documentary. It was a good documentary. I watched it and I was getting my life. Did you watch it? Y'all need to watch it. Press 1 if you watched the documentary. Press 2, you didn't watch it. Press 1, you watched the documentary. Press 2, you didn't watch it. The documentary is on Netflix. It's on Netflix. Press 1, you watch it. Press 2, no. J.O.?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Actually, multiple. 1 second.
Okay.
All right. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. So they were asking me to come up because I don't like Deborah, and I have many reasons why.
What?
Trifling. Well, listen to this, y'all. Listen to this. This was trifling. Hold on.
You said you don't like Deborah.
Yeah, because she tried to get you banned.
Deborah?
Mm-hmm.
Or Miss Barbara?
Oh, Miss Barbara, not Deborah. I'm sorry, I keep getting them mixed up.
I'm like, what did Deborah do?
Deborah, I'm sorry, I keep messing you up with her.
So
but
what's you said you don't like Miss Barbara?
Yes, she's so trifling.
Well, she says she a mammy and she proud of being a mammy.
She's super mammy-ish. Y'all want to hear the tea? I got it. Y'all want to hear it?
What, you about to play something?
Yeah, of her trying to get you banned.
No, you don't have to play it.
They didn't hear it, so I was going to play it. But I am being messy. I'm sorry, Wiley.
No, it's okay.
But, yeah. That's all I was coming up here because I was going to show them.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
But thank you.
No, you're welcome.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So when I was watching the documentary, I immediately said, oh my gosh, Jesse could be telling the truth. Let me leave Jesse a voice note. Where's Jesse at? Jesse a voice note. If I could find his page. Hey, Jesse, this is Wiley from The Wiley Show. I watched your documentary, and I believe you were telling the truth from day one. I publicly want to apologize on behalf of my platform. I publicly want to apologize for saying that you were lying. I take it back. You were telling the truth. And I watched the interview, and the interview was definitely, I watched the documentary, and your interview was great. And seeing them two witnesses, they are definitely had your back. Said it was two white guys. I definitely believe it. So if you would like to come on my show, I would love for you to come on my show, and I love you. Now, there was another voice note I left from back in 2022. Let me see what I say about this.
Let me first tell you, I'm a fan. I love your singing voice on Empire. I would love to interview you. I don't know if you're going to go to jail or not. But hey, as long as you're free, I would love to interview you on my show. And if you do have to go to 26 of California and Sarvity County Jail, you know, all lit, don't drop the soap. You know what I'm saying? Don't be checking no honey buns and chocolate chip cookies from people for free and stuff like that. Protect your goods and stuff like that, and it will be okay. They do have a section for your kind. But I would love for you to come on the Wiley Show because I love your voice. You have an amazing singing voice. You remind me of Michael Jackson, like that Michael Jackson voice. Exactly. Michael Jackson, that's what you remind me of. The vocals, you can definitely hit the high notes. So if you're free, come on the Wiley Show.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I would love. Okay. Oh my God. What was I going through? Oh my God, what was I going through? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, really? I posted that on there. What was I going through? Oh. Hey, Monique.
You know, baby, it doesn't matter where I stay because yes, you can work out with me.
Yes.
We made the videos on the YouTube channel.
Yes.
Because for years, my sweet babies have been saying, Mo, I want to get it in with you. Mo, I want to work out with you and Dwight. Well, now you can.
Yes.
We can work out in your living room. We can work out in
yes,
your bedroom.
Lord.
We can work out wherever you want to click us on. That's what we can work out at.
Yes.
Good night, my baby. Good night, Moella.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, Tia. Get your steps in, baby.
All right. I love it. Okay. I love it. I love Monique. I love the whole with the steps. I love Monique. She doing her workout videos. Have anybody did it yet? I haven't started watching it yet. But yes, let me know. Thank you all so very much. Monique is doing her workout videos, and I'm like, I really, really love that she's doing her workout videos. So I think that's great. I'm gonna join in with her. Speaking about it, we are doing our 60-day cleanse starting September 1st. We ask that y'all join in with us. This is written by Armand Wiggins. He did a journal, a 60-day cleanse journal, and we're doing it starting on September 1st. I'm asking that you join in with us. And that's on September 1st. We ask that everybody participate. If you have not gotten your journal, you still got time to get your journals, and you can just participate with us on September 1st, all the way up until November 1st. We're doing it for 60 days. We're doing it for 60 days. Okay? We're doing it for 60 days. So I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. Definitely. We did it for 60 days. So again, That start on September 1st. Now, everybody in this Wiley Book Club, we're reading this book, Clayton H. Cassie, Victim or Co-Conspirator. This book is good. It's like I'm reading it in number juicy stuff in this book. So make sure y'all go and get this book if y'all want to and read it. It's really good. I've been reading it. I've been getting my life. Okay. Definitely. So I want y'all to do it. So we got the cleanse. How many people doing the cleanse when we press 1 in the chat if you're doing the cleanse? Press 2, you're not going to do it this time. But press 1 if you're going to do the cleanse. Press 1, you're going to do the cleanse. Somebody did text me, said that they have already started their cleanse. So that's great. So press 1 if you're going to do the cleanse. Press 2, you're not going to do the cleanse. Thank you, JL. JL said, I will start the cleanse. Press 1. Press 2, no. Press 1, you will start the cleanse. Press 2, no. Press 1, you're going to start the cleanse with me September 1st. Press 2, no. Okay? Press 1, you're going to start the cleanse. Press 2, no. All right? Let me know in the chat what y'all going to do. If you're going to do it with me, I would love for you all to do the cleanse with me on September 1st. A lot of people have said they're going to do it. I'm excited. It's going to be amazing. Amazing cleanse. I'm definitely going to do it. And we want you all to participate with us. If you're not participating with us, that's fine. But watch a change that's going to happen in these next 60 days. We're definitely doing it. We're starting on September 1st. September 1st is where we're going to start doing the cleanse on September 1st. Okay? I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, you're not going to do it? Okay. Well, we do got some people that have been DMing me saying they will do the cleanse with us. I'm really looking forward to it. So those in the bushes, if you like to do the cleanse with me, let me know. Also, too, we do have the wish list. I don't know what's left on the wish list because yesterday I did get the headphones. I'm like, it comes really quick. I don't even know what's left on the wish list. But yeah, it came really, really quick. I got the headphones that came in yesterday. So really quick in here, like really quick. Also become a member. We will be bringing back the Zoom meetings. Okay, I got to see when it's a good time for us to do a Zoom meeting so we can definitely chit chat and talk on the Zoom meetings. Okay.
Baby.
Oh, okay. Monique's still alive. Oh, I love her. I love Monique. I love her. I love Monique. She is amazing. I love her. So I really loving it. And I'm loving it. Okay. We definitely, oh Lord, definitely praying for, I'm definitely praying for Lil Nas X, honestly. Definitely praying for Lil Nas X. Definitely praying for him. Oh, TMZ just when did they post this? Was it earlier? But TMZ posted Lil Nas X on best behavior in jail. I can believe it. Of course, you're gonna be a best behavior. The show said they haven't had any issues with Lil Nas X since he arrived in jail. So they said he's on best behavior in jail. Definitely saying that. You know what? I'm reading this on Southwest, and this is crazy. But they we will begin requiring plus side passengers to purchase 2 seats. Lord, I thought they already had to do that. Let me see what they said. Southwest Airlines purchased 2 seats. Thank you, Melissa Moore. Thank you. They said it's a policy change that will go into effect January 27, 2026. And they said under the new rules, plus size passengers will be required to purchase 2 seats when flying. However, the airline conditions under where travelers may request a refund for the second seat. What? That's what they said. Oh my gosh. All right. Love y'all. This was great. Again, do not forget that we will be back live when we back live. Okay. We came on here for Saturday because I missed a day. And I said, listen, we're going to come on for Saturday. And we here. We was late because I was resting. I was dreaming. I had a dream. I was dreaming so good. I had a good dream. And that matters to me having me dreaming. And so I got phone calls from the people in the chat had called me and stuff like that. Thank y'all so very much. But we'll see y'all tomorrow or probably Monday. Make sure y'all be good. Make sure y'all watch the replay because I know I ain't going to make it too long for y'all to catch the replay. We will see y'all then. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. Bye.